You good?
Yeah, I'm done.
Hi everyone, welcome back to AFTV News Daily. Cecil's got his paper shuffling in and I'm back for what's going to be, no doubt, a torturous hour.
It's going to be a great
45
hour.
minutes. I mean, how better to spend your Friday night?
It's Friday night.
How are you?
I'm good, how are you?
I'm good, I'm liking these chairs.
Yeah, so, do you know what?
They're comfy.
Do you know what?
I might...
Arsenal pull off some good products, I must say. Some
Which
good
we're
products.
not going to, but whatever. I can't be bothered to be.
Forget
I can't be bothered.
These
to
are
be
mad
pushing
comfortable though. I did say to the Don we shouldn't really have these. These should be for something else. But he was like, no, this is perfect. And I hadn't sat in it, but now I've sat in it. I'm like, yeah,
they're comfy.
This is the one.
They're good, to be fair. Do you want to refresh your page and see if we're live? Because the
comments are live.
Yeah. Okay.
Oh, let me refresh though. You are right.
There we go. Well, just see. It's always nice to watch ourselves. Do you want to mute it as well, or is that gonna?
No, we're good. I checked that.
We're nice and prepped for the show. Welcome back to News Daily. We got a few things to chat about. It feels like the transfer window starting to hot up a little bit.
Yeah.
I feel like I say that every week and then nothing happens. But now it feels like things are happening. I think the Grealish move, that's going to get things spinning there. That's going to get things going.
Yeah, that was a catalyst for a lot. I still believe, I keep saying this for so long, I still believe Arsenal are going to do some big business before the end of the window.
Yeah, I do too.
I'm very confident.
Just delusional.
Am I delusional? It's so annoying, isn't it? Like,
I think the thing is, when you just apply common sense, the fans want business to happen and the club knows that. Arteta has come from a manager who, as great as Pep Guardiola is, like his success is built on very clever, expensive recruitment to fit a certain philosophy. So the manager's going to want big investment. But the Cronkies as well would have seen that the club has gone down and down and down. Yes, they've spent money. They have spent money. I'm not going to pretend they haven't. But they've not gone the whole hog. They're not fully committed to that big rebuild and spend.
Which they promised.
And they've not reaped rewards from sort of half-arsing it here and there. So everything points towards it's good. Like surely everyone knows that the big rebuild has to happen.
But this is Arsenal Football Club, James, and you're right. You may think all the signs do point towards that, but again, this is Arsenal Football Club. If you look at the previous transfer windows and the history of this club, I mean, the expectations should be still low.
Well, look, we're 1 week and 2 hours away from kicking off the Premier League season, and we've done some business that I'm happy with. But as a collective, for what we need to do, we've not done enough. So that's where fans and their fears come from.
Yeah. Let me kick off quickly with a question.
Okay, go on.
Are we ready for the start of the Premier League?
No, we're not.
Okay.
Of course, look.
I didn't expect you to be that.
Does that mean
we
won't beat Brentford? No, I still expect us to beat Brentford.
Yeah.
They're a very good side, but I expect us to beat Brentford. Chelsea at home the week after. I know they just beat us at home, they're friendly.
Yeah.
But I always believe a club like Arsenal, players they've got, should win their home games. So we've still got enough to win those first 2 games. But when we talk about being ready for the season, it's a different question. Are we ready to... Have we got a squad capable of pushing on? I don't think our squad is better than it was last season.
I agree.
I think losing Odegaard, losing a backup goalkeeper, losing David Luiz. Well, okay, Ben White's come in, clearly an upgrade. I don't think we are.
Yeah, we haven't replaced stale players as well. The likes of Bellerin's still here, Xhaka's still here.
And a year on, their stock and value has decreased.
Yeah.
Because it's another year where maybe we've had more time to make a certain decision on certain players. So yeah, but the big talking point today is that Pep Guardiola has confirmed that Bernardo Silva is available. He ain't coming in.
Listen, I just saw one of the comments there like, clickbait title, but it's an option. Like, it could happen. But
clickbait means we're kind of tricking you by putting a title that sounds like it's about something else, but really. Now we're being very blunt here. Should Arsenal sign Bernardo? That's what we're going to talk about.
Right.
Should Arsenal bring Bernardo Silva to London? I just wanted to get that in because the things like that side of
it annoys me as well. Yeah,
we told you what we're talking about. We're here to talk about it, but yeah, go on.
I'm going to quickly just take a super chat here. Arnab Roy says Arteta will bring Messi to Arsenal and then send him out on loan since he's not ready.
Sorry, oh man. We were joking about that in the office, actually.
That's funny. The Saliba situation. Yeah, that's something Arteta would do. You'd sit him down, convince him to come, give him the words, the Spanish words. When he gets him in that room, he can convince players to sign.
Yeah.
And then he'll get to start the season. You're not ready.
Yeah, you're not ready.
You need to go on loan.
Off you go to Nice or Marseille.
You need to go on loan. Yeah, you need to have some experience. You need to have a bedding in period, is what you'll say. A bedding in period before you play for the mighty Arsenal. Something along those lines. That's something you would do. Anne Wesh says, just an observation, but Bernardo Silva had his best spell when he means when Arteta was in City's coaching staff. I feel he's Cazorla type player. Do you agree?
Look, let's tackle it. Otherwise, if we don't talk about it, we are being clickbaited. Should Arsenal bring Bernardo Silva to London? That's kind of what we wanted to chat about. Now, let's caveat it with the obvious. He's going to want to play Champions League football. He's going to want to go to La Liga. He's going to want to play for Barcelona, Real Madrid, Atletico. He's going to want to play for those clubs.
Champions League. He's going to want European football. He's going to want European football.
He is far too good for where Arsenal are right now. We know that. We know he's too good for where Arsenal are
I
right
rate
now.
this. This is real honesty.
No, he is, and it's painful to say. But. Sometimes a player is settled. Sometimes they know the league, they like the league, they're happy in a certain country. He's worked with Arteta before. He'll know exactly what's being asked of him. Arsenal is still a massive football club. Arsenal should definitely be picking up the phone. They've got good links to Man City because of the... No one could pretend that our relationship with Man City isn't better because of Arteta Guardiola. Of course it is.
Yeah.
Arteta will have his phone number. If Arteta got married tomorrow, Pep would probably be his best man.
Bellerin, but yeah. But I mean, I hear what you're saying.
He could pick up the phone to him and ask him the question. Do you think he'd want to come? And he's worked with Bernardo every day for 2 years? He could pick up the phone to him and be like, would you be interested? And I think it's worth asking that question because Bernardo Silva is, pound for pound, the best number 10, the best creative midfielder available on the market right now.
Do you know what, right?
Grealish is gone.
Yeah, you've swayed. Is he better than Grealish? You've now swayed me. I didn't even come into this show thinking that there is a small possibility that he could come. But now, after that speech, you do this a lot. James does this all the time. He'll whisper.
I don't think we'll get him.
Whisper in my ear. I don't think we'll either. But however, I do understand that there is a potential chance of it. I mean, if Kroenke got out his checkbook and put a big bid in, like for I don't know how much, but quite a lot, maybe close to the 100 million mark, I think heads could turn.
Bernardo Silva.
Yeah,
I think it's going to take significantly less than that. See,
do you?
No, I don't think money's going to be the stumbling block.
You don't think that'll be the catalyst for him to if he was to come? You don't think a big fee would get over the line?
Right, okay. Do you know what? Fine, let's do this. Let's bring this back a sec. Firstly, it is, and it's actually important to clarify this. We're not sitting here saying that Arsenal have been linked to Bernardo Silva.
No.
The odd ITK here and there have linked us, but we've not been linked. There aren't reporters and people out there saying Arsenal are trying to sign Bernardo Silva
yet. I'm joking. So I got to stop doing that. It's not.
No one has linked us. We're just merely asking the question because I think he is the perfect player for us. He's exactly who we need.
So out of everyone, would he be top of your list? Out of Maddison, Odegaard, or what?
Yeah, he would. He would. I would do. I love Bernardo Silva.
Wow.
I would do, and that's why I wanted to talk about this today. That's why I wanted to be the title. I want to talk about players like Bernardo Silva, and if we, at the end of this, in 5 minutes' time, we come to the conclusion, everyone in the comments saying you're not getting him. We're sitting here going, we're not really going to get him. You talked about the money. I don't think that's going to be a problem. At the end of this, we're saying we're not going to get him. We've got to ask the question, why? Why then? Why are we, Arsenal Football Club, in a position where a player who Man City are ready to move on, we're not good enough for him?
Same reason why we aren't good enough to have Jack Grealish and players like that, James, if I'm completely honest.
But we should be talking about these players.
Yeah, right? You're right. You are right in what you say.
That's kind of my feeling on it. And the other thing that's worth considering is, we talked about Barcelona, Real Madrid. Barcelona just lost Lionel Messi.
I know, that is huge news. That is
purely down to not meeting financial demands or requirements from La Liga. So you think they're going to go splash the cash on Bernardo Silva? Is Atletico Madrid, Diego Simeone, a great? No,
they're all. A lot of those clubs are in financial.
Would struggling financially. Is that necessarily the move he wants? Look at Juventus. They can't get Locatelli over.
I know.
So Guardiola wouldn't, in my opinion, come out and say to the press, Bernardo Silva's going to leave or wants to leave or is available
No,
to leave.
of course not. Of course not.
I haven't got the exact quote. I will actually look it up in a sec. He wouldn't say that unless he was pretty confident it's going to happen. There's a deal waiting, something's kind of in the works. And you don't spend 100 million and bid 100 million on Grealish and Kane if you've not got the money coming in from somewhere. Because financial fair play, I think, is still a thing. I think. I
thought that as well.
I think they've dumbed it down massively. I think they're much more lenient with it, but I think it's
very, very lenient.
But they're actually, you know what? Even sort of, I listen to reporters on the radio and stuff, and everyone's a bit confused about what's really happening.
I don't understand because Man City is still saying being linked to Harry Kane. So what's going on there? That's completely eradicating financial fair play. Surely, 250 million. If they spend 150 on Harry Kane, they're taking. That's the season pretty much over for everyone. If that happens, that goes over the line. Quickly on Bernardo Silva, what clubs in our league, in the Premier League, will be interested in him, do you think, above us? Because we need a number 10, but is there any clubs you think that might be sniffing around for that move as well? I know no one's been linked, so this is just us speculating and just speaking on it.
that only makes me think more and more that Arsenal's an option, because
that's what I was trying to wrap my brains around.
Tottenham, maybe.
Oh.
Sorry. Tottenham are the only other club I think need a player in that position. I don't think Liverpool do. Liverpool don't have any number 10s, but I don't think they play that way.
Yeah.
Chelsea are very stacked in that position with Kai Havertz, with Mason Mount. Ziyech can play there. There's a few of them. Obviously, City don't need him; they're selling him. Man United, I don't think you go to Man United.
No. So you think we're in there?
Tottenham might need him. Maybe that might be the make weight in the Kane deal. Listen. 90 million plus Bernardo Silva might get it done. It's a £140 million transfer roughly.
It's a lot.
I don't know, maybe, but it's worth talking about this because
this is definitely
someone this is a team who we want to be major rivals with. We want to be competing for the Premier League title with Man City, and they're about to move on Bernardo Silva because they just signed Jack Grealish. That's the level of transaction that they're doing, and we're sitting here thinking, well, are we an option? And you've got to think we should be, but maybe we're not. Should we see what the comments are saying?
Let's see what the comments are saying, James. You put a good argument in for that, and I appreciate you making that your title. Good start. Let's see what the people are saying. Hadi says, I'd like to know your views on Tammy versus Lorato, considering potential price impact. To me, Tammy is like when we signed Welbeck. Lautaro is like Sanchez.
Lorato is a new one.
Have I got it wrong?
No. You got it right the second time. Lautaro, you got it right. But the first one you said Lautaro.
Lautaro?
Yeah. No, you said Lorato.
Wait.
We're all having a bit of
I don't know what's going on. Wait, so what's the correct... How do you say it?
I think it's Lautaro, I think. Between you and Robbie, you lot are butchering this guy's name.
Bro, between me and Robbie, we make up a whole new Premier League team for goodness sake of names. I'm going with Lautaro. I don't get it. Sounds like a nice... Like a nice little, Mexican dessert dish. I like Lautaro. What do you say? Lautaro. Okay, I'm not. I prefer Lautaro. Anyway, let's talk about Tammy and.
Briefly, Abraham I think is by far the more gettable of the options, but Lautaro is a quality striker.
Better option.
I think Lukaku going to Chelsea is going to kind of end that though.
That is crazy. 110 million.
What, the Lukaku?
Yeah, I spoke about this on the show with Turkish. I think that is mental, but I think it's because I'm stuck with the thought of when he was at United. But he's a different player since moving on from there. So, but it's still 110 million. Is what they're saying. It's a lot of money.
Arsenal better get going, man.
They do.
Go on.
AT Football says, quick question. Watch the live. Oh, this is for us and for you actually as well. Watch the live on Instagram earlier and noticed the chance for fans to have their say. Will there be more of this? Great opportunity for internal fans. Big up AFTV. Great content. Much love. Yes. I mean, we can both answer that. For the people here in London, if you're in London, we go out and hit the streets, we hit Emirates, we hit areas around the stadium and speak to the fans. Match days as well, I should be on the road. So if you see me with the camera guys, come and get involved, ask the fans, get some questions. I've always got questions for you guys, and that's what it's about, hearing from you lot and ourselves. We are fans as well. And then for, I guess, international fans, there's plans for you guys to be featured, and also more plans for phone-ins, video messages.
Some cool stuff.
There's some cool things coming our way, your way.
We're excited about this season. I think
massively.
The one thing Arsenal might let us know, but we're trying our best to keep it going here. So. It's exciting.
No, it's
we got some exciting stuff. So thanks to the super chat, and it's always good to remind us to tell you about these things.
Yeah, big up for the super chat, but do look out for all of that. The new updates. Just be prepared for when the season launches. And like James said, Arsenal may not be performing the best, but we will surely be making up for it here at AFTV.
We'll try at least.
We're gonna, No, we will.
Right.
We will.
Should we move on to the next bit of news, or got some more comments?
Just Skeesh 101 says Wolves defo. Don't know what that means. PT. Okay. AT football again. Can you check my super chat, bro? I got you.
Yeah, sorry, we just took our time.
Is this the first topic we normally get big on it? A lot of comments coming in, so I will get to everyone's comments. Let's just see. Hi guys, keep up the good work. I have a question for James. What's going on with Lucas Torreira? Is he back in training? I don't know if we haven't heard anything.
Starting to piss me off, this one.
Oh jeez, I didn't expect you to say that.
I'll tell you why it's starting to annoy me.
Yeah, please, James, that was quite abrupt.
We know nothing.
Yeah.
And by the way, Lucas Torreira, who's always seemed a very kind of honest guy, he's always been very honest in press conferences and on the pitch. He leaves everything out there. So I'm going to give him the benefit of the doubt. He's not back with the club, and I'm sure he's been given permission. He's got good reason for it. But where is he?
Oh, I don't know.
Why is he not training?
I don't know if I've seen him. I haven't seen him in any training pictures.
So I think on his story, he was working out in Madrid. I think someone thought they saw him wearing Atletico Madrid shorts. What is going on? So it's annoying me because if he is officially back, he should be officially back because Bukayo Saka's back, right?
Yeah. Would you want him to be?
I want him to try and play his way back into this team because I think he's a talented footballer.
Okay.
So I'm annoyed for him because I still think there's a very talented player in there who was a good age, good profile. He came at 23 years old, I think. Was he 25 maybe now, 26? But
I'll check.
I think there's a player there. I think he could really suit Partey. He was a good distributor. He's a real terror in midfield. Really got stuck in and made it difficult for the opponents. I thought his first season he had some really memorable performances.
Do you think he slightly compares to those Ceballos in a sense of that sort of ratting around?
No, he's more. I know what you mean, quite buzzy.
Yeah.
But no, I think he was more. I think he was more intelligent with it. I think there was a real player in Lucas Torreira, and I kind of. Disappointed me that Emery used him so much as a number 10 at times, or like a box-to-box midfielder. But alongside Partey, I reckon he'd do all right. So listen, I'm not saying he's the answer. I'm not saying keep him because I think he's going to answer all our problems in midfield. But I see us persist with some of the same names year after year after year, and sort of one bad spell for Torreira, and we said no. But it also looks like he doesn't want to be a full.
I agree with that. I think it's a stalemate between both clubs. I don't think he wants to really.
Yeah, I think there's some unsaid understanding.
Right.
Yeah, we know you don't want to be here. Yeah. We don't want you either.
I think that's very clear.
You want.
Agreed.
It's weird to me, but he's gone through a lot as well. So that's why I give him the benefit of the doubt, and I don't think he's not a professional. I think I don't think he's doing anything against the club, but it just annoys me. I don't know about it.
I think they're keeping it quiet. Yeah, they're just keeping it quiet.
I'd love to have seen him in these pre-season games. A couple of minutes against Hibs, a couple of minutes against Rangers, a couple of minutes in the behind closed door friendlies, just to see. Is he, does he fit? Is it?
Listen, you never know. You might see it all in All or Nothing in the next 2 years. You might see in that episode what really happened to Torreira. Sorry, it's the truth though. You don't know what's going on. You might see some behind the scenes in that.
Every now and again I get just a reminder that documentary's happening.
Yeah, it's great. It blows my mind every time I think about it. I think when if we have a bad game or in pre-season or something comes out and I think, wow, they're filming this. We're gonna relive this. We're gonna relive this again. But anyway, should we move on through to the next news.
So reports, rumours, stories saying that Houssem Aouar is currently waiting for Arsenal to actually come in and buy the guy.
I'm going to be honest.
Go on.
If you didn't know, guys, this has been a while. I think we've been linked to Aouar for so long, and I think he's just it says here in this caption, he's just waiting. He's waiting for a bid. There's no bid has been off. We've made no actual bid for Aouar yet, even though I think he'd be quite cheap this summer.
Say 25 million or something.
There you go. I think it's, right now, I want anything.
French journos, the more much more reliable French journalists are saying that Arsenal or Tottenham is still a possibility for him. Do you know what I'd love to know about this? I don't criticise the club for going for James Maddison, let's say, over Aouar. A, because I think they're very different players.
100%.
But B, if you're talking about who you're going to put your most effort into trying to get at the club, I understand James Maddison.
I want Maddison.
But what I find fascinating about it is we were desperate for Aouar last summer.
Yeah, agreed.
Desperate. Everyone, Fabrizio Romano literally tweeting, Arteta loves Aouar.
Yeah.
He loves him. So why at half the price now, in a position we were clearly struggling, that kind of creative engine in midfield? I'm not talking about number 10, I'm talking more of a Cazorla type player.
Yeah.
I'm surprised we're not trying to get it over the line, but maybe I could... sometimes you hear about players you're linked to, and nothing happens all summer. You think that's weird. Everyone said we were here. And then it gets to the last week or the last 3 days, and then suddenly Arsenal in advanced talks for Basuma or Aouar. I could see one of them suddenly popping up out of nowhere.
Can I ask you and you guys watching a question?
Go on.
Has any of this transfer window made sense?
It's a good question. It's a good
Good question.
So basically, have Arsenal done anything you thought was logically the sort of right steps for the club
to go forward, progress?
One, maybe two. Nuno Tavares.
Tavares.
Can someone else know if it's
Tavares?
It
sounds better, man.
Tavares.
I like Tavares, but anyway, I think he does. I think that's one, but you said potentially two. I think. Let me see what the comments are saying.
We let Guendouzi go.
People saying no.
We're going Lokonga.
Yeah, of course. Sambi. People are saying Sambi. Most people saying no.
I think Lokonga, because he's a natural heir to Thomas Partey, whether it's as a holding midfielder or a box to box. Very skillful. Clearly got a very high ceiling. You only got to watch him for 5 minutes to see this guy ooze his class.
Who, Lokonga?
Yeah,
I agree. I think
good young depth. You think last season Partey and Xhaka were starting, and the players coming in were El Neni, who it's gone a bit stale. Let's be real. And Sabas, who's a lone player. But bringing in Lokonga is different. That's different gravy. We're bringing in the future here. Do you know what I mean?
But does it make so that made sense for you to get a young midfielder instead of okay.
I'm cool with that.
Okay, I'm just to me the whole transfer window so far, I'm including outgoings as well. I'm lost.
Yeah,
I don't know. I agree with you, Tavares.
I think not signing Matt Ryan didn't make any sense. I mean, does he really want to? Maybe because we didn't have European football, he probably thought, listen, what's the point of being at Arsenal? I'll just be on the bench the whole time. But that felt like it really should have happened. We should have just got that done.
Oh, the youngsters signing on new contracts, actually, that made sense.
Smith Rowe, brilliant.
Yep.
And listen, I'm happy. Everyone knows I'm really happy we signed Ben White. But I get your point. That,
but did it make? Yeah.
That was a position we thought we'd sorted.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Interesting question, right?
Yeah.
Anyway, TJ says, super chat, allegedly Bernardo Silva wants to leave England, so I don't think any Prem team has a chance to sign him, even if they wanted. Interesting.
Yeah, I can imagine that being a factor, but, this summer more than any, clubs aren't finding a way. Do you know what I mean by that? Normally, Eden Hazard, you knew he was going to go to Real Madrid.
Yeah.
Somehow Madrid were just going to get that deal done. And Barcelona with Ousmane Dembele.
Yeah, it fits
Luis Suarez,
that profile.
Coutinho.
Yeah.
They wait a little bit longer or whatever, they always find a way. This summer, clubs are not finding a way, to the point where the greatest footballer of all time
is leaving.
Just
hopped out. Said,
gone.
I'm gone. Yeah.
Yeah, gone. We actually, Barcelona are sitting there going,
why is that?
Actually can't find a way here.
Yeah.
Which that is do we know how mental that is?
Mm.
And people are sitting here going, oh, well, Barcelona might be in for Bernardo Silva.
Yeah, it's not going to happen. It's not going to happen.
This isn't like...
I hear they're still fighting for the Super League. I hear they're trying to still go ahead with the plans. Them, Real Madrid...
It's their saving grace.
Yeah, just please, guys. It's embarrassing now. I read that.
Sergio Ramos. Look at the way Ramos...
Oh, wow, yeah.
...and Messi have both left Barcelona and Real Madrid. A statement made by the club out of nowhere.
The Liga is just...
Varane has just left. Club legends are leaving the biggest clubs in Spain.
Yeah.
Look at the way Luis Suarez left Barcelona, albeit went to Atletico.
It's mad, you know. When you put it like that, you think it's crazy.
Trust me, Bernardo Silva is more gettable now than ever before. Not for Arsenal, just for anyone. Just for him to put in that phone call and go, listen, how much do you want? What promises do you need?
Yeah.
You know,
Let's get this done.
What vision can we sell you?
Yeah.
Nice life in London.
We can provide that.
Playing for Arsenal.
We can provide that.
To have in your CV.
Yeah, we've got nice kits.
Work with a guy you've worked with before.
Yeah.
Lovely kits, as you said. And guess what? If Barcelona come in a year or two's time, we'll let you go.
Innit? And
do you know what I mean?
And Bernardo, all or nothing. Again, part 2 for you.
I
Great.
should be on the phone to Bernardo Silva. Just
you could get people over the line.
Come on, man. Yeah, I think
Yeah, man.
Right.
Is it Richard Garlick?
Richard Garlick, yeah.
Yeah, get him out. James in. You know, we're in. Mahesh quickly says, if Arsenal's transfer budget was 300 million and we bought big players, do you think Arteta is capable of winning the league in 2 years? This is a big one.
Because winning the league's big. I think we'd be significantly better if Arteta genuinely had all his players.
Yeah, because
that's not necessarily a good thing. Like, you should be able to get what you've got. You should be able to get something out of what you got as well.
Agree. This is a tough one as well because I always say that Man United, yeah, they've made some good signings, but I don't think they're going to win the league due to Oli being at the wheel. I know.
United fans.
Are they going to come at me? I know they're going to come at me. I know they are, but that's just. I think when I speak to Man United fans, they kind of agree as well. But that was just my opinion. I think Arteta was the same. I think if he got given 300 million, I haven't yet seen enough from him to say that you're a league winning manager. You might disagree with me, but I generally believe that. You let me know. Have you seen anything?
No?
I
think that's fair enough.
Quickly,
super chats over.
2,700 people in watching. Please hit the like. I mean, it's free. It doesn't do anything. It does stuff for us. Makes us feel great. So please hit the like while you're here. I always don't know how to do it. Turkish always does it so well. This many people in it. Hit the like. Come on. I'm not really good at so that Rositi, I'm going to go with that. I think Arteta wants more of a pure 10, which is why no bid for Aouar. I would prefer Aouar as I like us better in a 4-3-3.
Yeah, spot on. I think that's absolutely.
You agree with that, yeah? He wants a pure 10.
Once upon a time, Arteta was talking in interviews to I think Spanish media saying that he wants to play a 4-3-3. You need really particular players.
Arteta was saying this, right?
Yeah, but I think Arteta's had to find a happy compromise between what he wants to do in his perfect utopian world and what he's got at Arsenal that he can get the best out of. He stumbled across the 4-2-3-1 with Smith Rowe as the 10 or Odegaard or whoever, and I think he's come up with a system where he thinks he can take the load off his strikers. He can have 3 kind of creators, and yes, it's not the 4-3-3, but it's a kind of happy balance between what he wants to do. And
would you go with it? Or would you say it's too? Is you think it's quite a protective formation?
I think he's got the players for 4-2-3-1. It doesn't have to be defensive just because you've got 2 holding midfielders like Southgate did with Rice and Phillips. You can have a box-to-box, a more advanced option.
One deep one.
One of the best Arsenal teams since we last won the league was 2013-14, and the midfield was. Who was it? It was Arteta, Ramsey as the holding midfielders, and Ozil as the 10. And then you fast forward to 15-16, and it was Coquelin and Cazorla.
Oh yeah, you liked Coquelin, didn't you? As well, you said he was underrated.
I loved Coquelin.
He did his job well.
The point is, we had Ramsey and Cazorla as the 2 of the deeper players in that pivot, and we didn't. They weren't defensive. No one was saying Arsenal are too defensive. They're playing with 2 holding midfielders, so you can get flair from those positions.
Okay, fair. No, I like that. Siam J says Aouar fits the profile of player we actually need. Someone who wants to be here. Tammy fits the profile too. Oh, he's an Arsenal fan. I hear what you're saying there. Honestly, there are nearly no players who want to join us. Let's sign players who are fans.
That's true.
Well, you don't. You think there's?
I think there are players that still want to join. Look at this James Madison thing.
He does. He does.
That's pretty massive for where Arsenal have been and what he's been achieving. The fact that he would still want to come is a big deal. Yeah. Any more comments, or should we move on?
No, let's move on. Let's move on.
All right. Let's move on to this next bit of news. Is Joe Willock update? Is Joe Willock travelling to Newcastle United? No, he's not. He's not.
Oh, he's not?
No, he's not. He's still,
He's not?
He's actually still at the club right now.
Oh, I thought the news was he was travelling.
Yeah, I think it was a bit of Chinese whispers.
Oh, shame.
Yeah, something got taken.
That's a bit awkward.
Maybe a bit out of context, and it kind of snowballed, and yeah, he's not on his way. But there have been reports that a deal is close. Newcastle are waiting.
They are desperate
that's
to sign
exactly
him.
what the reports are saying. That Newcastle are just waiting for Arsenal to
To
give
agree,
them the go-ahead.
yeah.
So what are Arsenal waiting for? Probably a new midfielder. So yeah,
I find that weird that they're waiting for a new midfielder when I know the priority was to get more outgoings before they start bringing in signings. They want to see some more players leave the door. So
25 million, Joe Willock.
For me, and I like Joe Willock, I'm sorry, but 25 million, I mean, I would. Would you? I like Joe Willock, and I think he could have a future at Arsenal, but 25 million right now, when we need more signings, I wouldn't be angry at that. I think it's a fair price. Let us know in the comments as well if you agree. I
would do it just because I hear the fans who say, after what Joe Willock did at Newcastle,
he deserves
what Chelsea sell players for, after what Ryan Brewster went for, Joe Willock could easily be a 35, 40 million pound player. Like a club, it's not beyond the realms of possibility at all that a player would spend that kind of money on Joe Willock. But what I would say is, it's a very delicate situation because in the blink of an eye, he's a 5, 10 million pound player again. That's kind of, what's Maitland-Niles worth right now, do you think? If we were to sell him today, what do you think Maitland-Niles would go for?
12?
I'd say 12 max.
12 million?
12, maybe 15.
Yeah.
But they're talking
12.
about 2025 last summer.
Yeah, not now.
Right, so but look, and did we get 10 million pounds worth of service from Maitland-Niles over the last 12 months?
No.
Right.
No.
So we should have sold when we could have at the time. Well,
it's interesting.
Maybe it's up for debate, but that's kind of the point I'm trying to make here.
It's a tough market, James, because like Xhaka, I thought would be worth more than 12 million euros as well, or 15 million euros with bonuses, with add-ons. Sorry. But for me, after the Euros, I keep getting told about how amazing he was there. 50 million is the highest bid he's been offered. Euros as well. I mean, 25 million for Willock, you kind of got to take that. And like you said, I don't think that price won't stay that price. Personally, that's not going to happen. So I don't think Arteta's going to use him in the right way as well to boost his value, in my opinion. And
I think also you can say that you're happy for Joe Willock to go whilst also paying him all the respect he deserves. And one thing I would say about him is that I kind of, with youngsters coming into the team, I think you kind of sometimes know it quite quickly.
Yeah.
Bukayo Saka came in, Smith Rowe, and you thought, they've got something. I'll be honest, I didn't get that with Willock.
Even Martinelli, he's been in and out, but you can see he offers something.
I didn't get that feeling with Willock. I was left a bit like, I don't know what this guy's thing kind of. I don't quite know. But in fairness, he scored goals in the Europa League, in the FA Cup. And actually, with every year that's gone by, I do think I've seen a better and better Joe Willock. And I saw what he did at Newcastle. I was impressed. I saw him come on the other day against Chelsea. I thought he looked good. The goal should have stood. He would have earned us a point. And, big up to Arsblog, love his podcast. He made a really good point where he said, didn't Joe Willock do exactly what we want him to do? We need a goal. We're losing. We bring him on and he gets one.
Yeah.
Disallowed because, the technology wasn't running. But it was a perfectly legitimate goal. And that's a really good point. It got me thinking, with the options we've got and Xhaka staying, it doesn't look like we're getting a new midfielder and maybe we should just keep him. But 25 million, I think that's enough for me to just say, do you know what, for a squad player,
go.
I'm cool to move him on. But why don't Arsenal do something clever for once and put in a buyback?
Yeah, we don't seem to do that.
With Emi Martinez.
Yeah, we should have done that with many players.
We let them go for pretty cut price deals. Say fine, for 20 years yours, but we want a buyback for 25 mil.
Agreed.
If in 1 year he wants to leave. I don't know why we don't do this.
Listen,
Maybe I don't agree with it.
We're not the business advisors, but you're right. These are things we think are simple, but just Arsenal
we're not business advisors, but like every other club thinks of it. Did you see the Aston Villa CEO come out yesterday and explain to the fans off the channel, off the club's official YouTube channel or TV channel, whatever?
Okay.
It's called Villa TV. And he came out and he explained to the fans exactly why Jack Grealish has left.
Yeah. Oh, I did see that.
Yeah.
Because I said, well, and he there was the right decision for him to do it. He said it wasn't about the money. I don't know if that's the
He
thing
cleared it
you're
up.
talking about.
He said,
yeah,
this
it's
is
not
what
about.
Grealish wanted.
We offered him more than.
We honoured it by securing
Yep.
our financial
Yep.
power as well in this deal. And it worked.
And offer him
parties.
more than what Man City what he's on. But he said.
Although I think that's been proven untrue.
Oh,
but
yeah, I was gonna say when that came out, I was like,
Yeah,
bro,
I was
Aston Villa
like-
got money.
Yeah, I was like,
They got
okay.
I was thinking, wow.
So you know, this idea that clubs can't be savvy and put in clauses and stuff like that. I mean, you see others do it. I don't know why we never do. Although we did actually not exercise. We included a buyback for Fabregas at Barcelona and they decided not to use it. Then he went to Chelsea and won the league. So maybe it's best we don't even tempt ourselves with these stupid.
Only Arsenal, eh? Only Arsenal. Pramod N says, do you think we'll be playing a high defensive line and do you think our squad has the capability? If it's a 4-3-3, would you keep Willock? Seems good for 4-3-3. There's quite a few questions in
that.
there.
For a 4-3-3.
He would. I think that's where he benefits the most. Do you think we'll play a high line? Right now, from what we saw in the last preseason game, if I'm going off that, I think that's what Arteta's trying to do, but it does not. I mean, with the players that he picked for it, does not make any sense.
I think
in my
we're
opinion,
conceding a lot of goals.
a lot of goals.
That's what we did do last year. I think we'll be more fun this year. I think this year.
Don't say that.
I think this year
Don't say
Arsenal
that.
will be like
We're gonna be more fun.
more fun. Yeah.
Fun to watch. Funny or fun?
No fun. More funny for others. Like I don't necessarily think we're gonna have a better season. I just think we might be more fun.
Oh, Statman
Like,
James, you know,
those games,
more fun.
You know those games where we lost like 1-0 at home to Burnley?
Yeah.
Like we might lose it 3-2 this year. Do you know what I mean?
Not because we're playing a high line, all out attack.
Yeah, high line, love it, and then
Just
ball over
one
top
top.
Chris Wood.
I don't want to see that Arsenal. Don't do that to me. I want to.
No, but look, on a real though, because people are gonna be watching and go, "You're not an Arsenal fan if you think that." Listen,
More fun is class.
I'm kind of a believer in. I think if you take the game to teams, if you're naturally a more attacking side, teams sit off. They're more scared of what you're gonna do.
Yeah.
You're gonna win more games. I've always believed in being proactive in football. I think if we take the game to team, we play a high line, we're attacking, we're gonna win more games. But
Oh, well, we'll see.
We'll see what
I would
happens.
like to see that. Just quickly on that. Did we play good football last season?
no.
Okay, thank you. I'm glad that you're being very
we played
honest.
much better football. Listen, it's the
I
end
think
of the
we
week,
played-
I'm shattered, but we've got a busy weekend of work as well.
Oh, we have a very busy weekend. But yeah.
I think from January we played a lot better. I do think we improved a lot when Smith Rowe came in and Odegaard, but
I didn't
there
enjoy
were-
watching us a lot last season. I'm going to
No?
be completely honest. No.
No, I thought we looked better. I thought we looked a more coached team. Whether the football was overly entertaining, I don't know, but I think we were a better side.
I enjoy watching a lot of the youngsters play, but again, that was the only positive I could retake from last season in the style of play. There's quite a few super chats. So we got Thomas
take
saying, "Did you?" This is a bit off topic, I think. Did you think Wenger would win the league after his first season, or Ferguson would, at the start of his career, give Arteta time and resources?
Speaking my language, man. Like I think, yes, but he also finished 8th.
Yeah,
Like
Go on.
I completely get what people are saying, but you got to look at what you can't just say. Did you expect Wenger or Ferguson or whatever
completely different time.
to achieve this?
completely different time as well.
No, but Arteta's also like nowhere near achieving that. So you've got to look at what they are doing.
Yeah,
if you know what I mean.
Tuchel come in and won Champions League. I mean, and they change managers all the time. You can't just say, look at these managers, these great managers back in the day, and compare them to the era of football today and the chop and change of managers. It doesn't really make sense for me. Eric is back.
No way, Eric's back.
Eric's back.
Eric's back.
Eric Diego with a super chat. Big up, Eric. Thank you for coming back. You didn't clear up if I was wrong or right about your name, by the way, which actually killed me.
I don't think there's any need to clear up, really.
I mean, there was a lot of reasons why you could have cleared up. I got a lot of stick for that throughout the whole of the week. But big up, Eric. I'm going to stick with it because it sounds better. He says, Xhaka, El Neni, Kante, Jorginho, Fabinho, Thiago, Pogba, Fred, Rodri, Gundogan, Tielemans, Ndidi, Højbjerg, and Ndombele. Assuming 4-2-3-1 formation for all top 7 teams for game 1, just compare and rate our midfield.
Yeah, relax.
El Neni and Xhaka. Oh, he said at the start. Yeah. Yeah. It does lack. What do you want us to say? What do you want me to say? Oh,
You're right there.
let's get on the phone.
Getting a call at work.
At work. Yeah, it lacks, guys. I'm going to be honest. I'm going to be completely honest. I don't really know what we're going to say to that, Eric. Big up for that super chat, though. But have faith.
That Eric was too funny, man.
Have faith.
I booked a holiday after that.
What, the Eric?
Yeah, you said Eric. I went, listen, I've got to get away for a week.
That was a howler. Is the stream still live? I'm just going to check quickly because on my screen.
I think you're just having internet problems.
Okay,
Yeah.
we're still live. Okay, I want to carry on with another super chat here.
Go on.
Mahesh says, if we play 4-2-3-1, how do you include Saka and Pepe in the same... Oh, me and Turkey spoke about this yesterday. In the same 11, Martinelli, Saka, Odegaard, Smith Rowe all made their mark in just 1 or 2 years. But do you think Pepe is impressed in the same magnitude? You're on my wave now, Mahesh. You go on, this is for you, because I'm kind of with him there. I'm going to be honest.
I went from thinking, listen, let's just move Pepe on, let's sell him, even if we can get 30 million. That was back in January.
But you said he had a really good end to this, good 6 months.
Genuinely,
you
what
said.
I saw, what I've seen in 2021 from Pepe, I'm not going to say consistency, player of the season, blah, blah, although he was in the discussion at times. But I just kind of realised that he is the one player in the team that has that, like, Alexis Sanchez X factor. And what I mean by that is that ability when we're doing nothing, when we're playing terribly, to just cut inside and whip it in the top corner, or score a free kick, or just cause some carnage somehow. Because he's physically dominating, he's fast, he's strong, he's got very quick feet.
He has got quick feet. He's a technically gifted.
And he's starting to go left and right.
Yes, true.
And he's got goals to his game.
He has talent.
You know, for a player who's been a flop, apparently, like, he's scored a lot of goals.
Yeah, I wouldn't say he's a flop, but Pog says, well, some fans do say that. Pog does say Mahesh Pepe was our top scorer from the wing. What you on about? I know there's a lot of
listen, I think it's in Arsenal's best in. I'm gonna say a bit controversial here.
A bit controversial. I'm listening.
In an ideal world,
I'm listening.
In a perfect world for Arsenal, Nicolas Pepe is our starting right winger because he's in great form, because he's a good age, because we've invested a lot of money, and Bukayo Saka and Smith Rowe are alternating, mixing it up, getting a bit of game time, getting a bit of rest, and we're not relying on them.
Don't know how I feel about this.
I want Pepe to be the main guy next year. I don't want that on Saka and Smith Rowe, because they already were last year and they probably already are this season, but what I'm saying is I want them to just, like, blossom at a good pace, and right now, like, we're too dependent on those two and Martinelli.
I disagree with you. I believe they want. Not that they want that pressure, but I think they thrive with it. Like Smith Rowe, since he's come back and got that 10 shirt, he seems like a different Smith Rowe. And don't get me wrong, that's hard to say, considering he was already a Smith Rowe I was very impressed with. He's come back and he's like, get me on the ball, let me take control. Saka, I mean, I don't need to say much about Saka. He lives and breathes the pressure life. Bar maybe the penalty, but I think he's going to come back from that and still rise and be still our number one focal point through Arsenal. Yes, you're right in what you say. You want Pepe to take that pressure. Do I believe deep down in my heart he can handle that responsibility to be like the main guy?
I think he's looking.
You do?
I think he's looking at a more responsible, confident player. I think he's looking like more of a. I don't mean leader in terms of, you know, get with Arsenal and all that. But
He's not that player.
No, but I think he's looking more of a, like, give me the ball and I'll try and make something happen. I think he's looking more like that.
I asked Turkish this question yesterday. Have we seen Pepe's full potential?
No, I don't think we have.
Okay,
I think we've still got even more to see, but I think end of last season we were getting very close to it. And I look at the way Guardiola nurtured Phil Foden, and everyone kept saying, play him, he should go on loan, he should leave, he should be developed. But Guardiola knew and just drip fed him just the right amount of football, to the point where last season, bam, he exploded and he got into the England team and he was superb, and he helped lead them to the Champions League final. And that is great management of a youngster. And I've seen players like Hudson-Odoi come on the scene. I remember Maurizio Sarri was getting a lot of stick from the English media. Why doesn't Hudson-Odoi play? And Sarri kept saying, listen, like, he will play, but he needs time. We can't rush him. We can't force him in. And you look at Hudson, there's always development since that season.
It's been phenomenal.
Well,
I think he's
I
done
was
well
gonna
since he's
say
come back.
He's done fine, but he was in the England squad and dropped out.
Would you say the same about Tammy then as well? Because he
Tammy's
played well, but then
22,
he got pulled back
Tammy
as well.
Abraham, 22, 23?
I don't know, but
He's
I think
developed at a nice rate. He's not.
I think he developed at a nice rate, but then he got held back quite a bit as well because he wasn't playing as regular, so he got frustrated, and I believe it's why he's wanting to move as well.
I think we're talking slightly different age. Though. Let me have a little look at Tammy Abraham.
20, he must be around, is he my 20?
I think
he's older than
I think Tammy Abraham is 23, 24. Can people in the comments?
They'll know. I'll check it while we're on here quickly because we are enjoying being back together on the show.
Are we 45 minutes?
Yeah, I know.
We have waffled.
We got so much news to get through, so we'll speed through the
Tammy
news.
Abraham is 23. He's 24 in like 2 months.
Okay, cool. Yeah, he's close.
So do you get
close
my
to
point?
age.
That's slightly different.
Okay.
So yeah.
Okay.
Anyway,
let's just fly through some news. Sorry, guys. Sorry, but we've been enjoying being back and whatnot.
That's been good. It's been good chats.
People are saying they prefer Pepe in the chat. Pepe has to play. Simon J says, guys, do you know if we played a high line in the second half of the last season when we were the third best defence in the league? Honest question, because whatever we did worked.
It wasn't noticeably high.
It wasn't noticeably high. I agree. It also was just, in my opinion, the pressure was off. I think we thrived underneath that. Sorry, we're just gonna smash through some news, guys.
Yeah, any more super chats or anything?
There is. I'm going to quickly fly through. Okay, Suresh says Ozil is an AFC legend. Ooh. He was frozen out, but never behaved bad. He and Alexis did more than any player in the last 5 years after winning the Euro. Giroud turned.
Okay.
After winning Euro, Giroud turned. Okay.
Very good players. Legends, I don't know, but very good.
Don't know about legends. Quickly, I'm just going to quickly give you an injury update on Gabriel. I can never say his name. Magalhaes.
Yeah,
we'll go with that.
Yeah.
Just quick injury update.
I'll allow it.
Thank you. I spoke about it with Turkish. I spoke about him because I was like, I wonder what's going on. Arsenal defender Gabriel is making a good progress following a knee injury. A month passed since the setback, and Gabriel is on his way back to England after spending the last few days in Mexico with sports physiotherapist Thiago. The physio took to social media to deliver a rather promising update for the Gunners defender. Yeah, he's on his way back.
Yes, man, we need him back
massively.
Him and White. I think this high line's only going to work if it's them two at the back together. They're pacey, they intercept, they're on the front foot, they're proactive. Yeah, I think we need them back.
Agreed.
Yeah, was that your bit of news?
That was my bit of news.
I'll fly through a couple of bits as well.
Here we go.
Ben White did a second interview, part 2 of his interview with Frimpong. The Arsenal website came.
Big up Frimpong, no, because it's part 2. I like they actually dropped it as like part 1, part 2.
No, good. Frimpong did a good job, man. But
big up Frimpong.
Yeah, go watch it. It was just nice to kind of get to know him. They call him Chalky apparently.
Who?
That was his old nickname.
White?
Yeah, because of the white in his name.
Yeah, well, Turkish calls him BBW. I don't know if you've seen that. I don't know if you know what that means, but it's... we're not going to go into it. Man. But anyway, I call him Benjamin.
Well, some people have been calling him Benjamin Blanco, which I
like that as well.
I do like that.
I like that.
That's good. So yeah, go check that out. I mean, we've got a new sign, so 50 million on him, get to know him a little bit more. Is our goalkeeper coming in? We are about to enter the season with just Bernd Leno, who, let's face it, has only had a couple of pre-season games, only been back a week or two.
Do you think Bernd Leno wants to be here?
I think he's fine. I think he's fine being here.
Okay, yeah, that's fair.
Like, guys, I don't think he's like desperate to stay. I think if Dortmund or Bayern came knocking, he'd go.
He'd go, yeah.
But I don't think he's particularly enamoured with the club and maybe listen. And also, that's not just his fault. I mean, this Martinez Leno thing's become such a
big deal.
stupid. Listen, my opinion. This is not hindsight. I said it a year ago. I swear. My opinion was that Martinez was the better goalkeeper. I felt I saw enough in those 13 games to know that he was the better goalkeeper. But I still think Leno's a very, very good goalkeeper, and I was really surprised that we were looking to actually replace, upgrade, or whatever on him this summer. I still think he's a very good goalkeeper. So if Leno ever sees this, like, he's a bloody good goalkeeper. And I agree. I wouldn't be surprised if he had another great season. But
yeah, I like Leno. I
just is a funny thing, isn't it?
I just wonder if he's happier at the moment, and that's I'm speculating this, and I don't know anything, so please don't say anything crazy. But just from the vibes I'm getting, I wondered. Anyway, let's talk about two players who
have left or are leaving their clubs, and it's got nothing to do with Arsenal, but it's just worth just discussing for 2 minutes. And I mean 2 minutes because
2 minutes.
yeah, we've got 2 minutes. We've got things to do, guys.
It's Friday.
Harrison Kane.
Is that his name?
No, I don't know, but Harry's typically short for Harrison, isn't it? It's probably just Harry.
Yeah, I was going to say, oh right, that was the first I've heard of it.
Was he telling us that he never refused to train?
Shall I read it?
He's coming back to Spurs,
Yeah,
apparently.
yeah, Kane, yeah, you smashed that. Boy, you didn't even read off anything.
It's not a lot to remember, really. It's quite standard news.
All right, flex your reporting muscles. All right, sorry, it's not much to remember, just because I've got it written on my...
Flex your reporting muscles, man.
So yeah, Harry Kane says he refused to train. He never refused to train with Tottenham and will return to the club on Saturday as planned. We might see him Sunday.
Yeah, we might.
He always does this.
Yeah, no doubt. Yeah. Big up Brennan in the back. You're right.
He always does this.
Yeah.
He does. He does.
He was definitely on strike, and then went, "What? Oh, it's Arsenal."
Oh, so I'm coming back.
Yeah, no, yeah, of course, yeah,
Yeah.
I'll play. I never refuse.
That's like when he played
Yeah.
when Mourinho was at Tottenham, and like
Yeah.
he'd come off the game before Arsenal and be like, oh,
Yeah.
oh. And then Mourinho in the press conference they'll be like,
He'd
oh,
come
it's Harry.
off with one leg.
Yeah.
He'd be like, he's got to be out.
Yeah,
And
and
then
then-
the day before, Harry Kane
Yeah.
has made a miraculous recovery.
Mourinho
He's
in
ready to face
in his
Arsenal.
press conference, they'll ask him, "How's the Harry Kane update?" He was like, looking unlikely, doubtful,
Yeah.
and then
He's absolutely,
Yeah,
yeah.
yeah.
He'd be like, oh well, okay.
that's good. We got a chance,
And then
maybe.
no.
And then he says,
Yeah.
Messi's
And then he walks out and he bangs a hat trick.
Yeah.
Listen, this is interesting. What is going on at Spurs right now? We've got our own problems, but it's fair to say we're not on our own when it comes to problems in this transfer market. And this Harry Kane thing's really interesting.
It is.
I'm gonna just say I don't buy it. When did this happen? Monday, Tuesday? What day was it that he refused to go to training?
I think it was Monday.
I think it was Monday.
Monday,
It
yes.
was
Yeah,
Monday
it
or
was Monday.
Tuesday, but either way, it's Friday now. He's had a lot of time. Like on the day when the reports came out, he could easily have tweeted, "Guys, that's not true.
No, I'm coming back. Yeah,
I'm coming back. This is a complete misunderstanding." It's been left for a while.
I believe he left for the reason that was definitely in the press, 100%.
Which one?
Like I believe he refused to go to training. I believe that is
no, I
100%
believe
true.
that too.
Yeah.
Why'd you come out like? I've had
Oh.
3 or 4 days to prepare this statement and get it right. No, just tell people, guys, it's a complete lie.
Yeah.
So interesting to see what happens there. And people wondering why we're talking about it on AFTV News Daily, because this affects us, man.
Yeah, big time.
He's been the bane of my life for the last 5 years.
Facts.
Harry Kane has been making me miserable at least once a year for the last 5-6 years.
100%.
It impacts.
100%.
us.
I
It impacts
watched
Arsenal.
a show the other day with lead judges, and they were saying Harry Kane is better than Pierre-Emerick. True or false? I wanted to smash the computer. Listen, my blood boiled so much.
Yeah, I know.
And they were trying to debate it. It's not an. All right,
Let's
anyway,
move on.
let's-
Because we're going to end on some
Yeah,
questions.
let's end
But
on
very
some-
quickly,
sorry,
the
yeah,
last
quickly.
thing is that obviously the Lionel Messi thing. We've not really talked about it here, but do head over to Don Robbie, where Robbie did a live stream as the news broke yesterday. Remember,
Yes,
you
do check
can
it out.
Check out all the Don Robbie stuff when news breaks like that. Stuff that's not to do with Arsenal, but it's a big story. Lionel Messi.
And Don Robbie has Fabrizio on his channel as well every week. He'll be able to give you the news as well. If Messi is coming to Arsenal, I'm sure you all are very aware. Probably not going to happen. But
No, I think I could convince him. I think I could just wordplay like I did with Bernardo Silva.
Yeah.
Then I think I could sell a project.
are you trying to get a job at Arsenal's negotiations team? Is that what you're trying to do? No.
No.
Okay, I'm just checking. All right, cool. We're gonna take some comments to finish because we are overrunning. Sharef, I think that's how you say it. He's coming at you here, James. Not coming at you, but he
okay.
says, James, don't compare Foden and Pepe. Both play. Did you do that?
I don't think I did do that.
Both players train with different quality of players. Pepe not ready for the Prem. Physical intensity, he will not succeed.
Okay. Well, look, entitled to his opinion. I think I compared Foden and Saka. Did I? That's what I meant to anyway.
Did you?
No, I don't.
No,
think
you
I did.
didn't.
I said Foden and Saka.
Yeah.
We're
No,
talking-
you said Pepe and Saka, didn't you?
Nah, this is what we're doing. We're talking about whether Pepe should start, and I said look at Foden's development, but I was using it to point out why Saka and Smith Rowe should be given time to come into the team.
Right.
I wasn't comparing Foden and Pepe. I think most people got that.
Okay.
Or maybe not.
Nick Goulart says, James, please do an Arsenal Football Manager series. You might be our only hope to see us finish in top 4. I'll let you know, James does play a lot of Football Manager.
Shock.
Yeah.
Yeah. Okay, I will. I'll try and get it streamed on Twitch or something.
Oh, that'd be good.
I think Art DeRoche writes the Athletic, does a great Football Manager stream on Twitch.
Agreed. Mahesh says, should we have bought Zaha 2 years back for 75 million, then go for Pepe? I am biased because I am a big Zaha fan. I feel by the time Pepe realises his potential, his contract will be up and a bigger club takes him. I did want Zaha back at the same time 2 years ago, as Mahesh said, but I mean, we have Pepe. I still think he will. I have faith that he will hit his full potential.
Yeah, I'm over the Zaha thing. Very,
yeah, I am.
Very
I am
good player,
now,
but not all we need.
And then Ringy542 says, read all super chats.
Thanks.
I believe I have done that. L'Oreal says,
but thanks everyone, by the way.
Says Josh. Kane is way near to Henry standards. I think he means nowhere near.
And do you mean Henry?
Saint Henry, yes, same person. don't do that. Don't do that. We're wrapping up. Okay.
Sorry. Right, should we wrap it up there?
Let's wrap it up there.
Come on, it's been fun.
It's been good to listen.
This has been quite cathartic. These are very relaxing chats.
Yeah.
I feel very. You sort of asked me a question. And
it's like, yeah. Do you know
it's
what?
All right.
Okay, on that note, guys, I need to break my pad. It cost me a lot of money. Thank you all for watching AFTV News Daily with me, Cecil G, and James B. It's always a pleasure to be back. Thank you for watching. Hit a like before you go and enjoy your weekend. Take care.